All right, everybody. JT here, back with you at Studio 10-4 live, and it is Wednesday, October 30th, Halloween Eve. If that means anything to anybody out there, probably does if you got kids, because they are going to go out and fill up all the candy sacks and do all that stuff like they do every year for Halloween and get lots of free sugar, right? Good to be back with you guys. It is just days before our 10-4 Trucker Rodeo and Show down in Bakersfield, California at the Kevin Harvick Kern County Raceway. And that is in Bakersfield, California. Lots to talk about regarding the show, how things are going to go. Dan's going to be on here shortly, and he's going to be laying out a bunch of stuff for us. If you've been following along in our social media, Facebook especially, we've put up some updates over here. And not only updates for the show, but we also have a new cover truck coming out. In fact, that magazine's probably coming out today. So we're just going to make it under the wire and in October to welcome in Don and Brandon. And that is our current, at least a pair of the cover truck guys that put this truck on the cover this month. And that's Don and Brandon and Tyler, who's not, if I'm understanding correctly, with us right now. But that's their truck. That's the October edition. And of course, now you guys are going to be getting that new November edition here any day now. If you subscribe, you're going to get one just like this. And that is a completely sealed, protected, covered, plastic jacketed 10-4 magazine, fresh off the press and from the printer. And just for you to enjoy and share and be the first ones to check out as they get delivered to everybody that's a subscriber. Of course, all of our magazine racks throughout the country will be filling up shortly as well. Want to say thanks to Pittsburgh Power, and I want to say thanks to Emmons Detailing and Polishing. And if Evan's around, it's always time to shine. And if he's not around, you probably need him to be, because he's the guy that keeps us all looking good, man. One of the hardest working guys out there in the industry, and very dedicated to a lot of things outside the industry too, that are really kind of near and dear to my heart too, especially when it helps to serve the veterans. And that's his Babes and Big Rigs calendar that he puts out there every year. And that is 100% proceeds going to serve our veterans. And golf course, golf tournament. There you go. And some other things I'm sure that he does as well. Pittsburgh Power, makers of Max Mileage, and Bruce Mallinson. We wish Bruce well. He had property. I don't know how affected. I know he was affected by Helene and Milton. I think Milton is the one that got him finally, though. And when I talked to Bruce last, Bruce was down there, and he was taking care of his boat, trying to get it straightened out and get that ship corrected and righted, as they say. So wishes to him that things are okay, and everybody else that has been touched and hurt by the two hurricanes that came through and just devastated property all the way from Florida up to North Carolina. I hope folks are on the mend, and I know that some things that our affiliates and friends and family have done have sent some help that way. So I feel good about saying that and mentioning it, that we do care and we do what we can to help out as well. I want to say howdy to John Fearborn. Hey, John, how you doing? Eric Hill just tuned in. Eric is in California, already had his first in and out, so he's got one down and more to go, I'm sure. Mary Ann Sharp. Yeah, we keep trying to communicate, Mary Ann. We'll have to connect after the show. And Dan tells me you were part of the magazine back in the 90s somewhere. So I think if you're the one that he's thinking of, then we need to connect. Mickey Gwillem, of course, instigator and helping us to connect with the right people to get the information out there to help folks that were affected by the hurricanes there. And it was amazing after our conversations to hear to see the communities that we were talking about here on Studio 10-4 Live, and they were right there in front of us. So a lot of the photographs that Mickey had shared and the others that had shared on social media channels, we were seeing in real time in on the news channels. So man, devastating, just devastating. Chris Galvin, I hope I'm going to see you this weekend, buddy. And that reminds me, like I said, just a few more days and it's going to be time to be in Bakersfield. So we're going to be showing up Friday down there. We're going to be talking about that, how things are going to lay out, the events as they are going to unfold on Saturday and Sunday, what you have to look forward to, and what we're going to be doing. I also want to, again, say thanks to Dawn and Brandon for showing up there in the virtual green room waiting. And you guys just hang on. I can see you, but I can't hear you. I know you can see and hear me, and it looks like we got a good connection now. We were dropping them on the pre-show production meeting. Looks like they're back to stay. In the meantime, I want to bring our co-creator, owner of 10-4 Magazine, Dan Linss, to the studio. Dan, what's going on?
What's going on? All kinds of stuff's going on. You can imagine.
Oh, Miss Shannon in the house now too. So she over there right next to you somewhere nearby?
She's inside.
Okay. All right. Well, exciting day, man. Exciting times right now. The work of when this thing started, at least from the point of doing a track inspection and talking to each other and everybody else and getting everybody in the mix to help make this thing happen. Hi, Shan. Hi, Shan. The time has come. It's kind of like election day. We're days away from things really happening. So tell us what do we got to look forward to coming up and how things are going to be. Or do you want to share that we have a new magazine coming out? I've got those pictures queued up. You tell me how you go.
We'll wait on that.
Okay. All right. You got it.
So, yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff's obviously a lot of stuff's been happening, and we're getting ready. I mean, it hasn't been too bad this week. I can hear feedback on your side.
That's interesting. I got nothing going on here. I can't hear anything. How bad is it?
It's not too bad.
Okay. So anybody else got any feedback, guys? Anybody in the queue? You guys hearing any bad sounds or anything, or we just got an isolated incident?
Testing.
Sounds
okay now.
Good.
Oh, you know what it might be? Well, never mind.
Okay. Echo, Chris says.
So
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, just we're just buttoning up all the loose ends at the last minute, and we get on the road tomorrow and head to the track and start all of the things that we're starting. And yeah, just like I said, we're just putting all the final pieces in, and and I can totally hear myself coming back.
You're getting talk back?
Yeah.
My best advice, and guys, just bear with us for a minute. There's an echo cancellation feature in StreamYard. If you go to settings and sound and then check the box that says echo cancellation, that'll probably take care of it. Mike, what's going on, buddy? Peter, what's happening? Pete's late for the show today. That's never like Peter.
It's checked.
It's already checked, huh?
It's checked. Anyway.
Okay. Well, don't know.
Bring me through that. Anyway,
is there another device nearby?
There's all the devices
that are watching at the same time right now near you.
Yes, there might be.
Okay. Well, there you go. All right. Let's talk 10-4 Trucker Rodeo. So you're going to be going down tomorrow and getting yourself ready to open the gates and start letting people in Friday, correct?
Yes, the gate will be open on Friday from 10 to 6. It will not be an official show day, but we are parking trucks and we're setting up vendors. We're hoping that 90% of the trucks and the vendors come in and get set on Friday so that Saturday morning is not crazy.
And I mean, this is kind of a, 10-4 is all about fun, but there's one thing that's usually kind of a serious thing, and that's getting in, getting set up, so you can have the fun. Friday's that day. We want everybody to get in on Friday that can, to get in, get set up, and get ready to party for Saturday and Sunday, and compete, of course, in the Trucker Rodeo.
Yep, for sure. Friday's the day to get in and get set and get all the issues done, get your registration handled, get the classes all set, and get your parking spot, get your truck wiped down. Yep.
And this is not only just a trucker rodeo. I mean, there's going to be a show and shine going on as well. And rumor has it, it's looking pretty good. So we can have some pretty lot bigger expectations now that I thought we'd end up with. So I guess that's a really, really good thing. And people are excited about coming up and hanging out with us over the weekend, and probably making this the last show of the year. I think this is going to kind of be it, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a show in Atlanta this same weekend, and I think the two of us are closing the show season out. I mean, for the most part, there might be a few little ones trickling in after that, but I think for major ones, I think that's going to be it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'll go with us being the closers for the West Coast for sure. And in Atlanta, we're nowhere near there, and they're nowhere near here. So you know what? Maybe we'll get it figured out next year, and they'll have theirs on one weekend, we'll have ours on another, and that way we don't have that kind of a conflict going, and we can get everybody either coast and enjoy either show if they so choose to do so. We do have some folks coming in from some areas that are traveling a bit, and that's good to hear, because you know what? I mean, they could have turned left or right.
Yep.
Looks like the diesel addict wandering about back there. Hey, what's going on? You looking for some diesel? You ain't going to find any up there, Stephanie.
We have a few out of town guests. Stephanie flew in from Wisconsin today. Eric is sitting over here. He flew in from Illinois late last night.
All right. Mr. Eric Hill in the house. You know, what's funny is both of them are posting on social media that they got their in and out fixes already.
They did it together.
Oh, they did it together. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. A twofer. All right. Well, good for you guys. So, hey.
Oh, here's everybody.
Oh, now they're all in the picture. All right. How are you guys doing?
What's going on, JT?
Hey, it's another day in paradise, man. A little wet. It's a wet Wednesday up here, so I hope it stays up here and I don't bring any of that with me. And from what I hear, we're going to have some decent weather, so I'm looking forward to that too.
As long as it ain't snow.
No.
We have beautiful clear skies here in Central California, and there was some rain forecast, some light sprinkles for Saturday, and that is now decreased down to about 20%. So
probably be nothing by then
for this weekend. It's going to be like 67, 68 degrees. It's going to be beautiful.
You know, if there is a little bit of wetness, that's okay. That's dust control, so we can handle that.
Just a little.
Just a little. We'll take just a little. We'll take it. Well, you know, I looked at the local news here and yesterday, and they're talking there's a 2-foot dump coming in snow already, and I'm thinking to myself, where the hell is that? And I better be out of here before any of that stuff shows up. So I'm out of here tomorrow morning, probably around 6:00.
Well, Tim's going to be on the road, and he's supposed to be snowing in Truckee when he goes over Donner. So,
well, there you go. So it's happening. And I had a feeling it was going to be an early winter. So enough of that. We're going to have nothing but sunshine and fun. Let's talk about Saturday. What do we got to look forward to on Saturday?
Well, obviously, gate's going to open at 6 a.m. for more trucks to come in, and 9 a.m. for spectators. We're hoping that our competitions begin at about 10, and they will probably go all day, depending on how many people we end up in each class. And so, eight of our classes will run on Saturday, and then Sunday morning the gate will open at 9. We will start our competitions again at 10, and Sunday we will have our cow loading, our hay squeeze, and our hay boom. We figure should be wrapped up with that.
Okay. on Saturday, and I guess it just can't be said enough how important it is for the guys that are going to be competing. You got to be in there long before the events start so you can get in, get staged. Because we don't know how this is all going to work out until Friday's kind of done and wrapped up.
I
How it's
can
going to
say
look.
I can say the first classes that are going to run are the backing classes. So
Okay.
if you are in the backing classes, I highly recommend you come on Friday, because I mean, the last thing you want to do is be stuck in a line on Saturday morning and miss your class. So
Yeah, no doubt. So guys, make sure that that's what you do. And hey, listen, guys, the transfer dump guys, we've got competition Saturday, but you guys that are hanging out on the edge, bring it. I challenge anybody out there that's got a transfer dump to get over there and get yourselves in line to compete, because there's a big wide spectrum of SoCal transfer operators out there that for a whole year, if you win this thing, you get the bragging rights of being the
you
first
get one
winner.
of these. You get one
There
of
you go.
these.
There you go.
This is not the transfer dump one, but this is the real deal, guys. This is a big, solid, hard as hell, silver and brass, awesome buckle. You want
You
this?
could-
I'm telling you.
You could serve a family of 4 on that platter.
This guy about beat me up for one.
That still may happen before the weekend.
It still may happen, he claims. So you get this nice little presentation. So that's what you're going for, guys. You want this.
That's it. And if you don't wear a belt, you can serve your family a dinner of 4 on that thing. Listen, I'm going back to the transfer guys. I want to see transfer guys out there. I want to see everybody out there, but I want to see the transfer dump guys out there. Come on out, man. Make it fun, and let's make it exciting. And that goes for all of the categories as well. So let's talk about categories. We've got the backing competition that's coming up. That's going to start us off on Saturday. Do you have it in line, kind of where we're going to go from there, or is it still not quite all
No, we
ironed
do.
out?
I mean,
Okay.
I can't tell you what time things are going to go, because I don't know if there's going to be 10 or 25 or 2 in a class, right? So
Yep.
we're going to start with closed body backing. Then we're going to do open deck backing. Then we're going to do doubles backing. Then we're going to do transfer dump. Then we're going to do the towing competition. And then tire changing, stereo competition. And then we're going to end the day with burnout.
All right.
That's Saturday.
All right.
Sunday, I told you already, cow loading.
Yep.
Hay squeeze and hay boom.
Pete Zamora joining us here. Pete's going to be out there with us this weekend. Be looking forward to seeing Pete. Right now he's down in Tucson. He's probably got the warmest position on the West Coast right now. Other things that are going to be happening down there that everybody should be aware of, and if you know the right people and they're your friends or family and they've got a luxury suite, you better be hitting them up, because they're going to be having the view of everybody down there. And then of course, all the food and all the activities, all the vendors that are going to be on site to make this a real big deal, and just I think a fun and exciting experience. It's not just a truck show by any means, man. This is a competition for guys in rodeo like it's never been. I don't know that there's ever been a competition with this many events in it. I've looked back in all the the YouTube channels and seen everything out there. Never grouped together quite like this, and then have a show and shine going on at the same time, and a light show Saturday night. So there's going to be a lot happening here, folks.
Definitely. So, and I will say that when we sat down to plan this event in the early stages, one of the key features that we decided was, everything needs to be different at this show. Everything needs to be different. It needs to be completely unique. So that's why we did a lot of the things we did. I mean, we're going to have 21 vendors on site, which is cool. We're going to have a kid zone like we have a Trucker for Kids. We're going to have face painting, coloring, stuff like that. We're also going to have a mechanical bull all day Saturday. Thank you to Time to Shine for sponsoring that. You mentioned Evan earlier, so he's our sponsor for that. I would also mention Patello Custom Trucks sponsored all those cool belt buckles. So we'll mention that. So yes, we'll have the mechanical bull. And if the mechanical bull is a hit, we may keep it for Sunday if it's available to keep. We also have, like you said, we have the show and shine going on out front in the parking lot. We'll have the light show on Saturday night. Sunday afternoon, between the hay competition, we're going to announce the winners of the Competitor's Choice Awards. There'll be 5 of them. I'm hearing myself. It's really annoying.
Yeah, it's never. Double talk is never fun.
So we have 5 trophies for that. It's all Competitor's Choice. We have bobtail, combo, engine, interior, and lights. So we have some really great trophies, nice trophies made by Rockwood. So we'll give those away on Sunday afternoon at midday. So that'll be happening. What else we got going on?
Eddie Staley says his money's on Mike Magini for the. I'm sure he meant to say backing up contest. And Mike, we look forward to seeing you there as well. Eddie, good to have you on the show today. Something else, and I've got all these guys queued up. We can bring them into play here real quick, just to mention everybody that's in.
Well, you bring them up, and I'll tell you what they're doing. How's that?
There you go. Here's your first one.
So that opens up. Okay, so we had incentives for people to register early online. That ended at midnight last night, so you can no longer take advantage of that. But everyone who did has a chance to win one of 5 prizes. We're going to draw raffle tickets from those pre-registration entries. So GGE Products was nice enough to donate a pair of stainless steel wiper arms for a Peterbilt. So that'll be one of our items.
Okay.
Magini and Son sponsored a event. So they'll be there with a suite as well.
And it wouldn't be a truck show without a Magini representation either anyway. So good thing they're going to be there. Hey, who are these guys?
That's us.
10-4 Trucker Rodeo and Show. Time to shine. There we go. Oh,
yep.
Wait a minute.
Double E Trucking, Billy over there, sponsored an event and will also be in a suite.
There you go.
10
West Towing.
Yep, they sponsored an event. They'll also be there. They'll also be raising the flag over the raceway.
They are the resident tow truck company down there at the racetrack. So yeah, not no distance to travel to come in and hang out. Road Truck Body. I heard of these guys.
They will be sponsoring the transfer dump contest. Yes, sir.
As they should. Wouldn't be right to have anybody else doing it, I guess, unless there was a bidding war on it. So anybody else out there, if you're interested next year.
Our LK Services provided a free visor of your choice. That's one of the raffle items that will be drawn for the early registrants.
Okay.
That's a pretty cool. That's like a $500 deal there. That's pretty cool. Mike Lowry Trucking sponsored an event, so they'll be there. They will not be there with a suite, but they sponsored an event.
And I'm going to step out on a limb here. I think we should be congratulating Madison Lowry for giving birth to her first child earlier this week or weekend. I think it was. So never did get the final outcome.
Yeah,
of that.
I think they were inducing her a few days ago, so it should be a done deal by now. I have not heard, but I'm guessing it's probably a done deal by now.
I think you're right.
Chris Trucking sponsored our window cards. Van Dyke sponsored one of our classes. They'll be there in a suite. So Daniel's Tire Service was nice enough to help us with our tire changing contest. They're bringing out 2 service vehicles and all the tools needed to do the tire changing contest. Central Valley transported a lot. Not only are they bringing an event and we'll be there with the team, but they're also bringing the trailer for the tire changing contest and the truck that's going to be towed in the towing.
So thank you, CVT. You guys are awesome. Mark,
100%.
Keith, the family, everybody, Colton.
Yep.
You
And
guys
they're
are awesome.
and they're bringing 14 trucks out.
Oh. Did they get kicked out of their yard, or are they coming over because they like us?
Maybe a little of both. I don't know.
Maybe they're repaving the yard this weekend.
KT Charbonneau sponsored an event and will be there with a suite. Thank you to Tanya and Troy. Kane Trucking is in cahoots with George Van Dyke. They're sponsoring an event together and getting a suite together. Botello, as I mentioned, sponsored the buckles.
And that's it, ladies and gentlemen.
Was that everybody?
That's everybody.
Let me check my list.
Cheers, John.
Cheers.
So
Right back at you.
I will mention a few other things. Also, on the incentives for people to pre-register. Brent's Custom Trucks donated two sets of billet mirror lights. So those will be drawn for and given away. And Four State Trucks gave a $100 gift.
Wow.
So those are the 5 things that we'll be drawing probably on Sunday. So thanks
deal.
to all those people.
Yep. Thank you to all of them. Brian out of 4 states. We know how things tightened up around there. So feel special that we were able to get something for our people out here from him. That's great. Good to see that.
Yes, sir.
Competition wise, anybody out there? Anybody sending up any challenges? Have we heard anything? Any talking smack out there yet?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking, yeah, man. If you heard anything, I know we're going to hear it as people come in Friday because I intend to stir it up a little bit. But we'll see what happens Friday. But
I will say that there's a lot of activity in the hay competitions on Sunday, and obviously, Marty Miles has been smacking it down for the cow loading for 2 months now. So if y'all think you can beat Marty, he's been hydrating and training hard.
Yeah, and Betsy's worn out from him, right?
We've got a really great group for the hay squeeze competition and the hay booming, which we're gonna do. The hay booming is gonna be the real deal, not just loading, not no slow thing. We're gonna be shotgunning 48 bales up there, backing up like 60 yards, and then hand unloading and stacking them. So it's gonna be the real deal.
I don't want to let Don and Brandon fall asleep there in the green room, even though they've probably been in there hydrating themselves. But I want to get this November cover truck on the screen here. So you ready for that?
Yeah, well, definitely. Amidst all this controlled chaos and all this stuff happening, we have a new magazine come out today too. So take it away, John.
All right, for the November 2024 edition 10-4 magazine, voila, we have a new cover coming out. Some of you, like I said, will be getting that today. If you're a subscriber, maybe even some of our racks will be showing up. It just depends. Stuff will be going out.
You wouldn't get it today. It would have been mailed today.
I meant to say would have been mailed today.
Yeah,
so you're going to be
are starting to get filled today. It'll take a few days to get them all out there, but I gotta say though, you guys, and this is the coolest rig we've had on in a long time. I mean, the story on this guy, and this is just, I don't know what to say. It's a 1975. The guy bought it brand new. He's still driving it every day. He's got like 3.5 million miles on it. It's the real deal. This guy was a diamond in the rough, a real gem to find.
It's interesting is that we've had a few of these kind of trucks on the cover. Guys that have bought their trucks originally back in whenever, this one back in 1975, and others that, we find it makes me feel good because there's some people I think that miss the fact that this has kind of been the core of 10-4 magazine throughout the years. There's just a lot of other cool trucks that are newer and that's just the way it is. You can't ignore what's in front of you. So,
well, obviously this truck is not from California because you can't run this truck in California. Well,
Right.
maybe you could. I mean, it's got a fairly modern engine in it, but I don't think
No.
it's got def or anything. But
No,
I
can't
mean,
do it. And
you might-
and
you
and
might-
logging's pretty much all but dead in California. So
you might say that we've done something like this a lot, but I don't know of anybody who's been driving the same truck for 49 years every day, and he's still doing it.
yeah.
And
No.
nobody knows who he is. This guy's a ghost. Nobody knows him. He just stays in his little area hauling logs, and
Hey, he just kept his head down and kept busy, and here he is now.
he's a super cool guy. Super cool guy. Ken Stearns is his name. Cool guy.
So next up, of course, you can't have a cover of a magazine without having a centerfold of a magazine. And ladies and gentlemen, the centerfold of the November 2024 cover feature edition of 10-4 magazine right there.
What a beautiful picture. I wonder who took it.
I don't know, man. It's pretty sexy, though. Those bunks look pretty sexy.
Looks like Eric Hill work right there.
Eric's claiming it.
Good job, Dan. Good job. You got
I'll give all the
right
credit
angle.
to Parker. He was with me. My son, he helped me. We had a great time in Southern Washington, doing this photo shoot, and it was a lot of fun. Had a good time with those folks.
All right. Well,
Wait. Speaking of, here he is.
hey, what's going on, Parker? How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Good. All right. Good to have you on board. All right. Well, let's take
Without
these,
further ado, let's bring in last month's cover as of today and see how their month went. Hey, there they are.
Hey, fellas.
Is Eric
We
eating a
forgot
sandwich?
you, huh?
One time, Don.
No, I don't think so. I think I see a sandwich in your pocket.
That's all today.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Hey, damn.
Well,
Hey, Brandon.
you guys, I hope we kept you entertained and awake over there while we were going on about everything. But we got a big deal coming up this weekend. Would have loved to have had you guys out here. I'm not saying if you're not coming, I don't know. So, but a little bit of a run
Not
for
too
you guys
late.
to
It's not
come out
too
here.
late. You could turn that thing west. Let's go.
Yeah.
If I wasn't loaded, I would.
Well, what are you loaded with? We might be able to put some kind of competition together with that.
I got milk replacer on right now. Eric like to have some of that with his donuts.
Oh, come on now. No donuts in 2 months, man.
This guy's looking lean and mean.
I'm
does,
losing
though.
weight.
You could have been jogging.
Yeah, well.
Everything he lost, I found.
Yeah, me too, buddy. Trust me. Well, guys, welcome to the 10-4 family. I'm hoping you've heard that. If you haven't, welcome. And once a 10-4 member of the family, always a member. Congratulations on making the cover as you did.
Thank you. Thanks.
I'm guessing, Dan, you shot this when you were up at Brooks. You went on up and shot it then. Is that what you did?
No, that was November. That one we shot when we were in Iowa.
Oh, in Iowa. Okay.
Yep. That was at the No Coast Truck Show.
So were you saying Washington State or Washington, D.C.? What? No, wait a minute. Which one did you shoot in Washington? The logger?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
That was after the Brooks Truck Show.
I knew there was a Brooks connection in there somewhere. And I just got asked by John Fearborn if I'm going to be getting into the transfer dump. No, sir. Although I last time I got in one, and it was this guy says, he didn't think I was a transfer driver. And of course, what did he do? He asked me to back it up, and I backed it up. So I think muscle memory's still there. I haven't been in one to do anything with it for so damn long. I'll tell you what.
I'll throw down a
behind the
challenge,
wheel.
right? I'm going to throw down a challenge right now, brother. I'll take the mic and announce if you get in someone's transfer and you go get yourself out there, you do it. Huh? What do you think?
I don't think anybody be brave enough to let me use their truck, man. But we'll see.
We know a few
We'll
guys.
see.
I'm sure you've built a few of those. You can say, "Hey, man."
I have. I've been around them a while. So, but yeah, I haven't gotten in and run one in a long time. But man, I'll tell you what, you don't forget. At least I thought I might have, but I found out real quick I didn't forget. It was still in me. So,
And John, I'll
could be-
add to that throwdown. I will buy you dinner to any place you want to go if you win.
oh shit.
Hey, this is a family show, John.
Okay, what's going on? You guys ganging up on me or what?
said-
man?
You
Hey,
said
man.
the throwdowns were
That's-
going to happen.
that's
Let's
right.
throw
Oh.
it down.
You
All
not,
right.
you not only opened the door on that one, man, but
Oh
horses were
man.
running.
Well, we'll see what happens. That's all I can say. I can't speak for anybody in their truck, but you never know.
I bet Ron will let you drive his truck.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Sure, why not?
Anywhere you want to go, John. Anywhere.
Anywhere, huh? Okay, buddy. Golden Steer, Las Vegas.
I'll do it if you get in it and win it.
Oh, he's got to win it.
He's
You
got
got
to
to
win
win
it.
it. You got to
Yeah,
win
the Golden Steer, Las Vegas, man.
That's right.
That looks like a place that we could really have a good time.
There's a handshake, brother.
These poor guys are like, yeah, we made the cover. That was fun.
Well, I guess the real question is, how was it? Because it officially ends today. I'm sorry to say, you've been
Yeah.
bumped.
I know. It's
You're
over.
now
It's
part
all
of the 10-4 archives forever. So how was your month?
It was long and busy.
Man, it went fast for me. If it went long for you, good for you.
It went fast, but it was long.
Yeah.
Now, you guys, we talked a little bit before the show, and they've had a decent month out there. And the cool thing about it is people that see out on the road, they usually get you on the radio and say howdy and congratulations, and that never seems to stop. People always recognize you out there.
Yep.
So you
Especially
guys got a lot. You got a lot more coming still. So
Well, I can say that Eric was with me when we did that shoot as well, and I can say we had a great time hanging out with these two and Brandon's younger brother Tyler. No Tyler today?
No, Showtime Bird's already going west.
I thought we needed his, special vernacular of color. I thought that would be, he'd be great. But we had a good time out there. I mean, it was a fun shoot. Lasted about 3 days. During the show, we just kept going out and taking pictures, and we got her done.
Speaking of color, while we're chatting here, let's talk about some of these pictures of this gorgeous truck here, and this guy's no slouch at all either, and you got all that fender quilting on there, and I mean that's old school touches right there. You don't see much of that anymore, but I like it, and I don't know if the new guys get that at all. I don't know, if they really understand what that's all about, but
I just
It's
wanted
nice
to keep
to
it
see
as
that.
1985 as possible. So.
Look at that good-looking guy.
Look at that.
now you guys are really
Man.
you're pushing the envelope with that carpet, but I mean it's okay.
Looks like an old motel, don't it?
I'm telling you, man. Where's the cheap hookers at? Damn it!
Yeah, San Francisco hotel's what that is.
Hey, John,
Well,
did you see Reed's comment, John?
No, what? No.
He said he'll tell everybody to sandbag so you can get your supper.
Oh, Reed, my buddy.
No,
man.
no. That ain't working.
Yeah, Reed.
That ain't working.
Hey, Reed, I think we'll take you along to dinner, man. That's a hell of a dinner at that place. There might be something closer down in the SoCal area, but nothing like it, man. Nothing
Y'all
like
can
it.
just come to my house and we'll make tomahawks. How's
All
that?
right.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Jeff Parker in the house. Good to have you, Jeff. Jeff, Jeff says the new guys are drugstore truckers. It's so funny. The old school guys, man, they're Wranglers and jeans and boots and pearl button down shirts and the new truckers and listen, I'm kind of a new trucker too, but even though I was around a while ago, I was wearing tennis shoes, shorts, and t-shirts, man. It just, you're in the valley. It's 100, whatever. I call it 100 and stupid. You want to stay cool as you can. So that's just the way it goes. But yeah, that carpet, man. Whoa, wow. Woo. Hallelujah. Amen, brother.
Gotta keep it a little spicy.
Yeah. You done good,
See your
man.
stuff laying down your neck with a glass of wine, couldn't you?
Yeah, you caught it, man. You caught it. Oh, and don't forget the fuzzy dice either, man. You got fuzzy dice hanging.
Gotta have fuzzy dice.
Attention to detail. And here's our missing guy right here.
The Showtime Bird.
That's Tyler. All right. Now, tell me, did you guys ever get, was there like a need, or it was just a look?
Just
And I have an answer. I just want to know if you guys have one.
both. Yeah, both.
I always thought it was just a look, because you can do the quilting like that. You can do that on the fenders too, without adding it, and get the fenders, etched, quilted, whatever.
It's really good. It's really good to keep sandblasting down, especially running west. Get a lot of sandblast.
Right. So you can pull them off at the show and have perfect fenders if you want.
Yeah, if you wanted to.
I suppose. I've never seen anybody do that I know of. Everybody always leaves them on. So
Yep.
that and the end caps on the tanks. So that was always a big one. The fenders. Hey, there you go. Nice shot, Dan. Got to get the fuzzy.
I know the important stuff.
I know you did. There you go. Nice line all the way back. You can see all the fenders on the spread, and you got everything in line. Good shot, Dan. That one looks good, man. Looks good. Now, who's actually driving this truck every day?
Just like the guy. Yeah, be me.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
And that's no. So you paint those every season, I'm guessing, right?
Them are plastic.
Oh yeah. Okay. They're just on there for looks.
Plastic
Trying to
check.
make everybody think you work. Is that it?
Oh, that's right. On there for legality purposes. That's pretty much it.
No, that's funny. That's funny. All right. Deflectors, you don't see those very often anymore either, man.
I
The bull,
gotta give a shout out to Dane Nelson on that. He's
bull haulers, they still put those things. In fact, they use these same deflectors up on the hood too. As it now, I don't remember. Do you have the same thing up on the top there?
Yep. Yes.
You do. Okay. Yep. All right. All right. Yep. She's a worker. Damn rocks, man. They get to you, don't they? Look at that. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep. Yeah, they do.
Somebody's up there beating you up. Beating you up, son.
Can't keep nothing nice too long.
All right. Tell me about this old Cummins in here, man.
It's all 400.
Big cam 4.
Big cam 4.
Yep.
Number 5 button.
Yep. Number 5 button in it. It's got
Wow.
a little fuel to her.
Yeah, I was going to say, so for those that don't know what that means, that's the size of the fuel port, right?
Yep.
These engines, they're a whole different deal from what's out there now. They run on low lug, where the new engines don't. The new engines, it's a different power curve, and for better, for worse, I don't know. But I learned on Big Cam 400. That was what was in the first trucks that I ever drove, was these big Cummins, and man, they just had torque. When they get winding up and going, and you just sort of kind of feel it picking up, and then you grab another gear and mash down on it, and it's just a different animal. It really is. I just rebuilt an 06 Dodge, and it's got the 5.9 in it. That whatever they did to this engine, the way it feels now, it feels like a big truck Cummins now. It's got that low end torque to it that you just feel it winding up a little bit in the lower RPMs, and it never felt like that before. So we put a tuner on it, so that might be part of it. But I haven't done anything with the tuner. It's still on 0 out of 6 selections. So I don't know. We'll find out.
Well,
Details all over.
You're only going to the grocery store. What do you need to turn it up for?
Okay, Grant's Pass, smart ass. I got a half hour run. Yeah, well,
thing, man.
I got 500 miles on it right now. That's all I've got, because that's all they wanted me to put on it until they do the oil change. So it's back at the shop now. They're doing punch list on it and going through. There you go. Like that shot. There's a Dan shot. Looking
Dan's
good.
the man.
That looks good.
Give a shout out to Brandon Chase.
Brandon on here? Hey, Brandon, what's going on, buddy? We're going to see Brandon this weekend, I hear.
Cool.
There's that deflector. Yeah, there's some old school companies out there that are still around that we've worked with, and some we have yet to work with, but I'm hoping we will. And this is their core kind of product, man, are these old school add-ons to the trucks, which have become kind of I don't know what you call it, but they're old school for sure. And with an old 900 like this, man, that's how fitting is that. There you go. Hey, I found this truck. What do you think? Is that kind of how that went?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Came out of South Dakota.
Tell us about finding it and how it went there when you first got her and what it was like.
Well, Dad, I was on my way back from Texas, and Dad sent it to me on Facebook.
It's in South Padre.
He's in South Padre. We bought it, and as soon as I got home, got unloaded, and me and my buddy went over to South Dakota, picked it up, and brought it home, and painted it in 8 days.
Got the old 24.5 tall rubber on there, man. You can't miss that.
Yeah, we put all new wheels on it.
Yeah. Nope, she looks good, man. We got a few more here still to go.
Now we're getting into the archives.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Tear it down and rebuild it.
Hi, guys.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
What are you drinking?
She brought me a refill.
What do you think
Yeah.
I'm drinking?
Well, I don't know. Probably iced tea. Iced tea, I'd say.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say wine of some sort.
Yeah, that's probably pretty good. She's got to keep Dan hydrated, Yeah, there's progress being made there, so it's coming along. How many days it took you to do it?
8 days.
8 days, and she was ready to roll, huh?
Yep.
Dad was being mean to him.
And did you guys, on you repurposed everything. It looks like pretty much, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, pretty much everything.
Oh, that's amazing, man. That really was a find then, truth be told.
It's been a really good old truck.
Hey, who snuck that thing in there? What the
I don't know. That's good looking truck in it.
I think that's an Eric picture there.
Probably is.
That right there is the epitome of trucking, man. An old cab over COE Freightliner right there, baby. Yes,
That's a honey.
sirree. Brings back, memories of old trucker movies for me. Oh man, now that there now you're talking my language right there, man. Got the old Pete wheels on it and everything. That's great. Double J light brackets.
Tell us what we're looking at, guys. They don't know.
Yeah,
That
what do we
is,
got?
99 Pete. 379. It's got a 800 horse Detroit in it, Super 10, 355 rears.
They still own it. They still got it.
Yep.
Still got it. I've had it since it was a year old.
What Detroit is in? That's a Series 60?
Yes. DDAC 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's an early one.
Yep.
DDAC 4. Huh. I had a 8V92 was a DDAC 2.
Those good motors.
When they run good, they run good. When they don't,
Oh,
oh
yeah,
man.
they did. Yes. That's a good old truck.
That's a great truck right there, man. I'll tell you what, I'd drive that any day.
$1,960,000 on it.
You sell some of that shag carpet and buy a 13 speed, put it in there, man, and I'd be real happy.
I like that Super 10 in that.
You like that? Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah,
Huh?
it's pretty slick.
Yeah. Hey, future There's the future of the company, right?
Yep, that's my first grandson.
Mr. Case Emmons.
Congratulations.
Yep, little Case Emmons. Now there's a whole
All
bunch
right.
of them.
We'll have to pull that out and share it for later. What else we got?
That's Showtime Bert's Western Star, Tyler's.
It's a 1996. It's
Got a D-DAC 3 in that,
1270 truck.
Okay.
15 speed.
All right. Yeah, Western Stars sure come a long way, man. I'll tell you what. Never were they a bad truck. They were just so doggone heavy. It made it hard to, for guys to buy them. And now they've lightened them up and changed things around, and they're making a heck of a truck.
Yep.
There we go.
That's a 94 Kenworth K100E. It's got a 4.25 cat in it.
Oh, now you're talking.
18 speed, 355.
Yeah. That one to get out and stretch. You could run that one out on the road a bit.
Tyler painted that one.
That's all right, man. I like
Tyler
it.
started working on that when he was what was he in?
He's probably 16.
He's still in school, probably 15, 16 years old.
Nothing says I like cat when you got green air breathers and a green tank. I love me my Caterpillar yellow. Paint everything else green. Damn it.
Yep.
Love it. Oh, and there you go. Back in the way back. Huh? What do we got here?
That's my 72 Peterbilt cab over 352. It's got a 335 Cummins in it, 13 speed.
Yeah.
411 rears.
Yeah.
We bought that in the junkyard.
Man, you guys got enough going on here. You could have your own little truck show, right?
Yeah.
All right.
That's our other Dirty Star. That's one we call the Dirty Star. This is a 96. It's got a D-DAC 3, 600 horse Detroit in it. She'll get it once.
Yeah.
And that was my first truck. That's a 2010 Western Star. It's got a D-DAC 4 and a 13 speed.
Still got it, right?
Nice.
I've been driving this month or so.
Still got it?
Yep.
I kind of get the feeling it's like, okay, we buy trucks, we don't sell trucks.
Yeah, we don't get rid of too much.
No. That's Eric Hill's truck there.
Is it? Oh, Eric, I didn't know you. Eric, you going to be hitting the road anytime soon or what?
No, not. I hadn't planned on it, John. But you never know.
You never know, right?
There's a lot of grain in Illinois that can be hauled. So
why do you think he's losing weight? Those are not easy to climb in and out of.
That's what I'm thinking.
He's been training.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
That's 73. It's got a 335 Cummins in it, 13 speed.
You got a step here and a step here, and you're in.
Yep.
That's right. That's a
You run
workout
60
just to get in
miles.
and out. Is that a 600?
T600.
Yeah.
I traded my D model Kenworth for that back in the day.
Thought you was doing a good thing too, huh?
Well, Dad said I was doing a good thing. He said, "Get rid of that Caterpillar." He was right. Yep.
All right, man. Well, you guys got a lot of nice trucks in there. It's fun going through all of them and sharing them with everybody with you. Jeff Patello in the house. Jeff, hey, thanks, buddy, for sponsoring the belts. We threw those out there and showed everybody. In fact, Dan and Shan and Stephanie and Eric served dinner on one of them a little while ago. So, yeah.
There's one right there.
There it
Show that
is. Look
again.
at that. Look at that puppy. Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Brandon, you can still get out here and get you one, buddy.
I can't back up.
You don't need to, man. It's all about going forward. Just keep going forward.
We'll do a special go forward competition for you.
That'd be
You just gotta
perfect.
go forward real straight.
Be perfect.
Just run around circles.
Well,
Get the buckle made. I'll be there.
yeah, we'll get you in here next year.
I'm not
Maybe
going
you
to tell
can
you
make
what
it out.
what the class is going to be called, though. That'll have to be a surprise.
Guys, I'm going to let you both go. I appreciate you taking the time to jump in here. We got a couple more things to cover on the 10-4 Studio 10-4 side before we go. Congratulations again, and just because this month's over, doesn't mean the ride ends. So
Yep.
glad to have you guys be a part of us and what we do, and look forward to seeing you, meeting you in person somewhere along the way.
Okay.
All righty. Thank
You've
you,
done
guys.
Illinois good, guys. Way to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just,
Thanks,
just
Dan.
remember, 10-4 is like the mafia, man. Once you're in, you're in.
I get a brand. I got a brand.
I want to see tattoos.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, take care.
All right, thanks, guys.
man. Thank
See
you.
ya.
Dan.
Have fun.
Thanks, see you, Eric.
I'll be down soon to get the shirt.
All right. Those are great guys. Nice to meet them finally. And, Dan, you guys did good picking a couple of nice fellows there, and certainly a lot of nice trucks, not just the cover truck, but man,
Well, I
they got a
certainly had
bunch
lot of
going on
pushing
in there.
with this guy right here.
Oh yeah,
Right here.
Are you bruised? Are you bruised or what? Did he beat you up?
He's finally recovered.
He's
I'm
recovered.
good.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. Before we go, a couple more things we got to cover. One of which we didn't even touch on, and I'm going to bring it up right now. Everybody knows by now, has seen the stuff going out on social media. We're not going to go diving down into it right now. In fact, next week we'll have a show dedicated to it, and that is Irwindale Speedway. They announced this week that December 21st would be the last activity at the track in its history and in its entirety. It's a wrap. For some of us, and those right here in this group, we've known it was not a matter of if, it was a matter of when. This time, the buyers that bought it have plans and intentions for it, and that's that. So, the most important thing for us is, well, I guess we should say, first of all, thanks for all the years that it's been there and done what it's done, especially regarding our relationship, and that's Trucking for Kids and Irwindale Speedway. So we have an ongoing relationship with them, and that is the owners of that track, or the above the ground part of it, are the owners of the Bakersfield facility that will be featuring this weekend for the 10-4 Trucker Rodeo. So things are going to look a little different, certainly down there. One thing is going to remain the same, and that's Trucking for Kids. It is going to be finding a new home. We do have a couple of locations that are audibles right now, because one's ready, one's not. And Trucking for Kids is going on. So don't think for a minute that has any effect on us. Right, Dan?
We already had plan Bs in place. This was going to be the last year at Irwindale, which we were going to announce soon. We weren't going to wait for the shoe to fall. We were going to just be proactive. So we already have other locations lined up where we're moving to. We're just going to do it a little bit sooner.
Brandon says, say hi to Brandon, Daniel.
Hey, Brandon. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Looking forward to seeing you at the rodeo, man.
There you go. Everybody say howdy to Brandon. Everybody knows Brandon, especially if you've been to Trucking for Kids. You all know him. Eric, you've met him there, of course, too. And we look forward, Brandon, we look forward to seeing you there this weekend. As Dan said, contingency plans were in place for us. It was just a matter of when we were going to pull that trigger. And it was pretty much leaning to 26 was going to be it. 525 was going to be it for Irwindale for us. And we were going to move on. So, I don't think there's any cat out of the bag kind of thing going on here. The intent is to have a drag strip in Bakersfield. The other location we're looking at already has one, and that's going to be probably where we'll end up for 25. So we're in good hands. We're in good shape. We're in a good position for Trucking for Kids. No worries there. And we look forward to everybody this first week of May, correct?
May 3rd and 4th.
May 3rd and 4th, 2025. Yep. And that will be the weekend for Trucking for Kids again. And the only thing I think we have to look forward to now with this is probably some changes in what we will be able to do, expanding a little bit wherever we go to. So I think that's awesome. And, things have been kind of handcuffed a little bit down in Irwindale. Well, I think we're all past that now. So I hope everybody gets down there and shows up and makes it for that. And we got a ways to go before we get there. But like I said, next week we'll have some guests on that had a lot of time spent, energy spent down in Irwindale, and they're going to be on the show next week to talk about it and talk about the memories that they've had down there in the years they've been racing down there, cars and trucks both. So we'll get both perspectives on that. This weekend, though, again,
we'll definitely be making our decisions and announcements in the next few weeks.
there you go. Give us a chance to catch our breath after this weekend, and
speaking of this weekend, as Shannon reminded me,
this weekend,
pre-registration, early registration is closed, but that doesn't mean you can't show up at the gate and pay to come in. So you guys are welcome. The gate will, like I said, we'll be there 10 to 6 on Friday. Roll on up to the gate, pay $100, you're in.
There you go.
You can register on site for classes. We're not going to close those till about an hour before each class runs. So we'll be doing that all weekend. We'll be, registering for classes. Obviously people can come and be spectators. Everyone's going to be in the grandstands and up in those luxury suites. It's going to be a good time.
I think people are going to be spread out all over that property. I mean, you got a show and shine in the parking lot that's going to be going on at the same time that all the event competitions going on, and all the vendors. We got a ton of vendors that are going to be there. Tell us about some of the vendors, Dan. Who's going to be there on top of your head?
Well, on top of my head. Yeah, I do everything off the top of my head. Let me look at the top of my head.
Come on now.
Let's see. You want me to list them all?
Sure.
We got West Coast Foam. We've got Valley Chrome Plating. We got Dilly Dally Designs. We got 10 Lug Mafia. We got M&J Truck Sales and Service. Stay Loaded. We have a hat booth for our rodeo hats. Toys for Trucks. Christensen Fleet Card. We're having a trucker hat bar. You can go design your cool niche trucker hat. We have a Sensi. I think they're candles and something.
Yeah, all kinds of home good stuff like that.
Yep, we got a Line Tech, Western Trailers, DTIS, which is Diesel Injection Service. They do injectors and whatnot out of Bakersfield. A&L Truck Supply. We have a company called La Chica Fresita Air Fresheners.
Hey.
5 Rivers Truck Parts. HD Shocks. North Coast Wine. North Gate Cargo Control.
North Coast Wine's going to have a booth, huh? I didn't know that.
They're selling flags, I think.
Yep.
And a company called Dispatch MVP, which is a dispatch app.
All right.
So
there's going to be something down there for everybody in the vendors area, and then the food, man. From what I understand, we've been told we haven't had any of it yet, but we'll be enjoying some of it with all y'all down there for the first time, and that's the food that's on site that they have down there every weekend, I guess, or every event. They've got a huge commercial smoker, right?
I believe that guy is the official caterer for the people in the suites. I'm not sure if he's selling to the general public, but I know we got the menu for the catering for the suites, and it's that guy.
Oh boy. All right.
They have tri-tip sandwiches that they've got smoked hot dogs, they've got hamburgers, they've got some kind of pulled beef.
Got to be some pulled pork or ribs or something in there too, probably, right?
There wasn't pork or ribs. They were both. It was tri-tip and I think possibly pulled tri-tip, which I've never heard of.
I've never heard of that. That must be a Bakersfield thing.
Must be. I don't know, but I bet it's good. I bet it's good.
I think it is. Y'all from Bakersfield, let us know what's up down there, huh? You guys pulling the tri-tip?
Doing this. I think we got to wind up.
Oh yeah. I see the clock. The clock has ticked past the top of the hour. All right. Well, we got to think everything covered and out. So most important, look forward to seeing everybody Friday. Again, the gates open 6 a.m.
10 to 6. 10 to 6 on Friday.
10 to 6 on Friday, 6 a.m. on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
10-4. Okay. So 10 a.m. on Friday. Look forward to seeing everybody showing up and getting set up and parked. Hopefully you got some RVers coming down and parking for the weekend. There's plenty of room there to do that. It's all dry camping.
And, on that note, we have some really cool spots for RVs, kind of like NASCAR style around the track with views of the track and everything. So it's gonna be cool.
Wow. Hey,
not everybody, but a few of them.
Get a few of them. Yeah, there you go. And it's $100 for the weekend for you to camp. I mean, you're not going to find that anywhere. That's an awesome deal. So I look forward to bringing my setup down there next year and making it happen. But this year will be camping in whatever town it is there next to. It'll be in Bakersfield. I guess we're all staying over there at the hotel somewhere nearby. So thanks, guys, for showing up. Hang on. After we let everybody here go on the front, we'll catch on the backside. You guys stay safe. Be back next week. Like I said, we're going to have a show that's going to be pretty much dedicated to the Irwindale closure that is imminent. Like I said, December 21st is their last event. So we'll have a bunch of folks on here for that. Talk about the years of Irwindale and all the fun and cool stuff that's gone on down there. And looking forward, of course, where we're going to be heading. We'll have all that information for you in the next couple of weeks about trucking for kids. Till next week, keep the shiny side up. Everybody stay safe out there. For Eric and Dan and Shan and Steph and everybody else over there in the 10-4 compound. And for me, JT, here to you guys, take care. We'll see you this weekend. You better be there, because if you're not, I'm going to come
be there, be
get
square.
you.
Be there
Come
or
get
be
you.
square.
Hasta
All right.
mañana.
All right.